Okay, so that only took about 60 seconds or so. I'm gonna go ahead and do this test because I can smell some adhesive or some glue or something. It's pretty damn strong. I don't know how to convey that in a video other than to get my head in there. But I would be willing to bet it's the adhesive that is gonna heat up with the felt on the front of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the EMF test before. I'll do another EMF test later. I just don't want to be in there if I'm supposed to do a burn off. Some of the saunas like you to do what I call a burn off, which is the very first time you fire them up. It's not really a good sign, to be honest, but the very first time you fire them up, you want to leave the door open, kind of like I have it now, but the whole room and the whole house is going to smell like this adhesive. So if it stays that strong, I probably won't do it. So I'm just going to do a quick little EMF scan and see. That is not good. All we did was step in the door. We're already at 10 milligauss. Holy shit. Yeah, this is not a low EMF sauna. 130 milligauss right at the backrest. Holy hell. Okay. The Cornet ED88T. Let me see if I can get you guys focus there. It's 4.2 times 10, so that's 42, but it has a directional sensor, so let's spin it around. You guys will have to read it for me. I can't read whatever that says. I don't know if I can focus the camera on it either. Unfortunately, I'm sorry guys. I'll have to take the meters off and do it the other way individually. The tri-field is whatever that figure is. You guys will have to tell me, or I'll have to replay the video back. I go by the triple axis Gauss meter, the Alpha Labs. You can't go wrong with that. So let's go top of the heaters, and there's a backrest here, so I don't have to judge like how far away you should be. At the bottom where your back's actually going to sit, I mean that's 50 right in front, and that's being generous. If we go to where the hot spot is, it's over 100. If we pull off 2 inches, it's 50 plus. And so if we come out 8 inches to the middle of the bench, we're still at 15, 16. It spikes to 20. It depends if I go left or if I go right. This is these heaters or something in here is putting out one hell of a field. So let's check the power supply on the roof. And we've got a pretty good field there. That's a lot higher than most power supplies are. So that would be a concern, because for somebody that's taller, you've got, let's see, 3 milligauss right at the head. And that's in the middle of the sauna. I don't know if you can tell where this is. The cool thing is, I run an RF meter all the time, the acoustimeter all the time, just for good measure. I don't think this is a Bluetooth radio, like you'd find in some of the others. But we'll turn it on and scan it real quick, just to be safe. And I can't tell. I don't think that is from this stereo, but let's turn it off and then do the test again. No. There's a little bit of RF, but it's not from having the stereo on. So the most concerning thing is definitely the EMF of this radiant sauna is pretty damn high. And I'm trying to be as gentle and generous as possible, but all 3 of these meters are sky high, and I'm not even on the heater. If you want me to get on the heater, I mean, we're 70s, 80s. We're tapped out on the tri-field. I mean, just at the door. This is at the door. We're at 3.5. We're at 0.2, which is 2 milligauss. 3, which is 3 milligauss. And that's with the directional sensor pointed the wrong way. Let me turn this around. Let's see where we're at with that bad boy. That's 0.2. So that's 2 milligauss. That I can't read upside down. let me flip this around. The tri-field, you can't go by the tri-field though. You'd have to subtract 1. So I would say that is 2.5. You'd have to subtract 1.5 from the tri-field, just because of the way this room works and all the stuff that I've got in here. The tri-field is influenced by dirty electricity, so you can't just take a tri-field into a magnetic field environment, especially when you've got, you know, I'm commingling outlets over here for these studio lights so that you guys can see. Without these lights, let me just show you. There would be no way that you could see anything inside this sauna. It'd be like every other little cell phone video, and you would never be able to you'd never be able to see the detail. Like, this is why I bought this sauna, because this is what the pictures look like. And the thing that sucks is you never realize how much of this is felt. Like, it's actually felt, which is, I don't know why I'm so shocked. I guess just because when people don't have good lighting and take pictures and stuff, you can't tell. Do you notice that it's reflective in the back and it's a matte finish in the front? The reason why is because that is a felt like you would have on a card poker table. Like, this is really bizarre to me. So I don't even think I'm gonna get that far. I'm not gonna use this sauna. I won't use a sauna that has 100 milligauss fields in it, so the radiant sauna is a no-go for me. I'm a little upset because there's a lot of things that I like about it. I love the glass. It's very thick, very heavy duty. The hinge hardware is better than almost anything that you see out there, usually, or that I've tested. And I love how they put a felt seal all the way around. The build quality is not bad. There's a few things, but I also like the attention to detail. Like, they put a phone pocket up there, which is super cool. The build quality isn't terrible. I've had a lot worse. And I like the ceramic heater design. They look cool. They seem to be getting really hot, but as far as low EMF, there's no way on the planet that this is even close to being low EMF. And the glue that I smell from the off-gassing from the heaters, or whatever that glue is, I can tell, I can smell it right now. I don't want that stuff to fill my house, so I've seen enough. I'm gonna turn this off and break this thing down and see if I can get it out of here, because this is not a good fit for me. I can't recommend this, this radiant sauna. Sorry, guys.